Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries, and furs, Trashkin all. Good evening and welcome to Trash Tier Gaming. I'm your humble host, Rasta Trashbear, and yesterday we got done a little bit of a housing market rampage. Now, I said we were going to deal with the Alakir and in my time of need, but executive decision, we're moving right ahead. Trashkin, one of those things off screen that happened was, well, Shotcut didn't like the video files for some reason on the next two episodes that I had recorded, so we got to do some re-recording. Now, fortunately, I had the save file so I could restart. Fortunately.
Stories about you and dark tidings in Dawnstar.
But having done the ends and gotten after it, we're gonna head on down. We're gonna grab a wagon out to Riften. We're gonna get on with it. And when we cross Whiterun next, we'll contend with the Alakir. Alright, we can get on, but we don't go anywhere. Good to know.
Need a ride? I can take
Yes.
you to any... Where do you want to go?
I'd like to head to Riften, please.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Thank you.
This'll clear up soon. I'm sure of it.
Hopefully. By the time we get to Riften, who knows? Riften. Shadowmere, you watch the gate. We're gonna get ourselves on out to Fort Dawnguard. We're gonna fight us some vampires. And things are gonna go according to plan. This time, I swear. Anyhoozle, how you doing, Trashkin? Well, I'm basking in the joy of having a project finished. Alas and alack, Trashkin.
Hey, there you are, you drunken bastard. I did it, so pay up.
Who are you?
We caroused together with Sam Guevin, remember? We broke into the Temple of Debel. You and Sam dared me to go into that bandit camp. Well, I did, and brought back his stupid hat like you said. So give me the 10,000 gold you promised. Well, alright. Just because we're friends. Give me, say, 750 gold, and we can call it. Are you kidding me? I fought off all those bandits. I'm not afraid of you. If there's one thing I hate more than a you're as good as dead.
Well, I am sorry to do it, friend. But I'm not coughing up 750. I mean, on a good day, maybe. 750 is a little steep. But I've got housing concerns. I've only got about 2,000 gold in my pocket right now. I'm not giving up half. Unless I really like you, Deeps. And I wanted to think I really liked you, but I tried to give you an out, bro. Vigilance. How's it going?
Stendar's mercy be upon you, for the vigil has none to spare.
So it can be pretty easy to miss the end. Look for the log, then look for the braziers. See the log? But yeah, just past that log is the braziers. The braziers will lead you where you're going. Hey, don't you kill the cat! Look here, doggo. I was willing to call it good until you pulled that.
Nobody here now.
Oh, while we're up here, I know there's a shard. This is actually where I found the first stone. You know the ones. Well, here we go.
I swear you won't leave me alive.
Give up while you still can.
Well, one of those things I know I'm going to have to take a little break for, that I did during the recordings, was I gathered up my gumption, give it a good go, and topped out smithing. I'm going to have to do that again. I forgot. Oh well. Well, fortunately, our home isn't too far from the next goal. So we'll pop by one house. Zip by the second.
What was that?
Whoa, we're magic. We just teleported behind him. Nothing personal, kid.
Gotta start keeping a knife in my boot. Tired of getting.
I know there's a stone around here somewhere.
Kill him. He talks to me like that again. Get him while he's sleeping. Or poison his meat. Silly likes that.
Ah, there it be. Well, that's all I'm after. Just 19 more to go. But yeah, I decided it was time to trade in the Schlick Enchanted Nightingale set and pick up some Dragon Scale. And we'll get to that just as soon as we get to Fort Dawnguard. Like, it's a weird balancing act because I do, on occasion, need to do some of the long trips to remind folks, yeah, I'm only using carriages here. The rest of the time, it's the horse. Ah, Trashkin, this is one of the most bucolic sections in Skyrim, right here. Well, at least it's my favorite of the DLCs. Ah, there we go. So look at that. Oh, hey, friend.
Oh, hey there.
Joining
You here to join
Dawnguard?
the Dawnguard too?
Yeah.
Truth is, I'm nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I
Mhm.
hope you don't mind if I walk up with you.
I'm
Hey,
good with it.
Don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the
Fair
best
enough.
first impression for a new vampire hunter, I guess.
I do suppose. Ah, Fort Dawnguard. It looks more immense than it is, but it's also one of the coolest locations, in my opinion. Oh, and if you chat up Durak,
Well, well, you made it. Good. Isran's in the fort. He'll get you... Never
What are you
seen a
shooting
crossbow before, eh? Not surprised. Kind of a Dawnguard specialty. Nothing better for putting down vampires. Here, take this one and give it a try. You'll want to get to know how to use it if you really plan to join the Dawnguard. Bring the Dawnguard honor.
Yeah, free crossbows, baby. Sadly, it's kind of a pain to get a hold of the rest of the Dawnguard gear for a minute.
Here to join the Dawnguard? I'll tell you, the only thing more surprising than hearing from Isran after all these years was hearing that he wanted my help. I immediately realized things must be pretty bad. Looks like I was right. I have. There was a time years ago when we were both members of the Vigilance, and both equally dissatisfied with them. Their hearts are in the right place, of course, but Isran and I were never comfortable. We left together, but that partnership didn't last very long. I didn't agree with some of his methods.
Man of extremes, no doubt.
Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go
Fair
on,
enough.
he's right.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilance are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want?
Here to join the
Got a
Dawnguard.
fire in your ability to kill vampires, eh? Good for
Yep.
you. But look around. There's really not much to join yet. I've only just started rebuilding the Order.
Well, I mean, you got walls, a floor, and a roof. We could go from there. So what do you want me to do?
I need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
I'll meet you
Okay.
at Dim Hollow. It's the least I can do to avenge my fallen comrades.
Tolan, I don't think that's a good idea. You Vigilants were never trained
I
for...
know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendar granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
You there, boy. Stop skulking in the shadows and step up here. What's your name?
My name is Agmir, sir.
Do I look like a sir to you, boy? I'm not a soldier, and you're not joining the army.
Yes, sir. Isran.
Didn't I tell you to step forward? Farm boy, huh? What's your weapon?
My weapon? I mostly just use my paw's axe when wolves are attacking the goats or something.
My paw's axe. Stendar preserve us. Don't worry. I think we can make a Dawnguard out of you. Here, take this crossbow. Let's see how you shoot.
Crossbow? I've never...
A crossbow. Best thing for killing vampires. Just take a few shots at those crates over there.
And if you're wondering, yes, he does have an infinite pile of crossbow bolts. If you should desire such a thing.
Isran found something for you to do, eh?
Yep.
I thought he'd like you. Good luck.
Oh, well, thanks for the vote of confidence, Big Preach. Boy, I hope this first mission goes well. Hey, Derek. Why'd you join the
two
Dawnguard?
wives to vampires. I will avenge them. It's good to know that I will not have to do it alone. I'm glad this Dawnguard exists.
My sincerest condolences, Dorak.
Fight well.
You got it. Well, we have our marching orders. Freshly minted Dawnguard. Boy, I hope Isran doesn't mind me taking some time off for some personal equipment.
I'll meet you in Dim Hollow Crypt.
What can you
Brother
tell me about it?
Adelwald had been there not long ago. Said he found something of great importance. It must have been important to the vampires as well, for them to risk an open attack on the Vigilance. Yes, by destroying it, the vampires hope to cripple our Order's activities in Skyrim. I suspect now it was Brother Adelwald's journals they were after. He was obsessed with ancient vampire artifacts and burial sites. Of course there are. Most of us spend our lives as nomads, traveling from place to place in our endless war against evil. I wish I could say how many we numbered, but only a privileged few knew that, and they're dead now. The Hall was a place of respite, learning, and comradeship, where a road-weary brother or sister could rest for a time in peace and comfort. Most of our learning could be found there. We always studied our enemies, so we might better learn how to defeat them. But, of course, those
There you
days
go,
are
bumping
gone
my
now.
mouse. Well, safe travels to you,
Spend our
Tolan. See you
watch
there.
over
And you as well. How can I put it, Trashkin? I don't have any plans to rush into another challenge run of Skyrim anytime soon. But one day, there's plenty of space for challenges. But granted, I did go out of my way to choose one of the racial backgrounds absolutely or with absolutely no benefit to stealth or lockpicking. Just to prove you can start from damn near zero. If you have the patience and know where the right gear is, you can get damn near anything in Skyrim done. Well, I don't think I'll need the iron. It's not a bad idea. Come to think of it, it might not be a bad idea to make a little off-screen Ember Shard trip for iron. How's my cap doing? Not great. Well, that's fine. I'll just hit up every iron source between here and the Ember Shard. I'll do an Ember Shard run. I'll turn it north. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a Corundum. don't necessarily need it, but I never took a poke at this waterfall before. Looks like there's a corpse and some gold for us, too. And, like I said, we need all the gold we can get at this point. Unlucky is what you are. Well, still, one's misfortune is another's gain, I do suppose. Now, if all goes well, Trashkin, we'll never have to mine another item in the game.
Greetings, brother.
Greetings! Yeah, I'm golden. Look, if you say the wrong thing to skooma dealers, you get in a scrap, and I don't want to get in a scrap right now. I just want to do some light mining, you know? I just want to do some wildcat prospecting. Come to think of it, though, is there a mine between us and home? Northwide. There's the Darkwater Crossing. Technically, then, she's wide open to home. On the other hand, we could zip through here and grab the Ember Shard, which is a sure thing. Choices. Choices, choices, choices. Oh, there we are. Now there's another 2 veins we could probably grab on the way home. Next to that one castle. That involves clearing out the castle or sneaking up to them, and that's always a pain. Yeah, I dare say Ember Shard is probably my best bet, and gathering a few from the environment on the way there. Oh, wait. I'm going the long way around again. I keep forgetting there's a path behind Riften. Which reminds me, before I go running away from the Bedlam job, done. Heist job in Markarth. Well, hell. Well, let's turn in this job to Devlin real quick before I run off. Maybe it'll be something along the way. Who knows? Because after all, we've got 100 and some change to go yet.
Please, someone do something.
We have really got to get these rookies under control. They're gonna ruin our rep. Nobody tell him you really got to be sure of that dip. Maybe we need to do a whole training setup. Ooh, don't mind if I do. Well, there's something I was supposed to do after the Civil War, but I'm damned if I can remember what it is.
Yes? Interest you in some marksman training?
Oh, I'm golden, thank you.
Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do.
Yeah, while I'm at it, Rune feels like one of those characters they picked up and then immediately put back down. Like, it feels like he should have a side quest or a tie-in item, you know, something. Delvin, job's done.
Oh, nicely done. Here's your share. Alright? Anything in particular strike you've got a personal request from Brynjolf on this numbers job. He says we may hit him hard later, and he wants to prep their books. Help us out. Just remember the rules. Keep it clean, and keep it quiet.
Right.
Here's the details.
The bunkhouse.
Need something?
Well, hell, I'm right here. We can turn one around right away. Kinda dreading going home and turning all this gold or iron into gold. Wait. Wrong door. There we go. Break to the left and we're out. gotta hit up the bunkhouse. Seems an odd choice of target. But who am I to question jobs? Top side. Maybe Helga's been taking in some extra coins from somewhere. Must be. Don't show at the place.
How do you do it, Valandor? How do you work at Blackbriar Meadery and the fishery without getting exhausted?
Oh, it's not so terrible. I actually find the work quite relaxing.
Relaxing? They must be working you to the bone. You should rest before you do yourself in.
Not to worry, dear Svan. I promise you I can handle it, but your concern is quite flattering.
2 sets of numbers? You gotta be kidding me.
Naluva, you promised me you'd pay me back yesterday. So what's the story?
Just give me a few more days, and I promise I'll come up with it.
If you'd stop wasting your coin on that skooma, you'd have enough gold to live on.
Sorry, Typhus. I'll get it to you somehow.
Can't you bother me at my armor
Come
stand
see
at the
me in the
market?
market
Or
if
are
you're
you
looking
that
for the
desperate for
finest
trade?
custom
Vegeta, you're
jewelry
worrying
in
me.
all Skyrim.
Need something?
Safe travels, Landstrider.
Don't worry about it, Svana.
Look,
Please
it is
help
some
me.
sort of
I'm
tool.
going to lose my job at the Rift and Fishery.
You like working in the fishery?
Bully is a good man. He pays us well and watches out for
Some of
us.
us are trying to eat.
I used to work at the Blackbriar Meadery, but in Darren and I never saw eye to eye. That elf has no patience at all. It's probably for the best anyway. I'm far better at fishing than working in a meadery.
Fair.
You're not going to go.
So,
My job at the Rift and Fishery is in danger. The owner, Bully, said that if I show up for work in this condition one more time, then I'm out.
You just take a bed here.
I
There's
don't
no
mean
need
to do
sleep
this
in
to
bed with
myself,
you.
but I can't help it. I tried some skooma a year ago, and ever since then, I can't
Are you
stop.
sure that's the
Ugh.
one?
If you could give me a healing
have anything
potion,
to do with
I
others
could
like
cleanse
an
this
alcohol
poison
needed
from my
alone?
body and get back to my life.
You have a kind heart.
wholeheartedly, I brew my own. Here you go.
Your kindness will never be forgotten.
Fine.
Here, take this. It's all I can offer you for what you've given me.
Gold staff. This is a far too much.
It is our most favorite company.
Fujita, you really need to stop using that skooma. It's very bad for your health, and I wouldn't want to see anything happen to you.
I can't, Volendor. It won't let me go. It's taking over my life.
It's an evil substance. Whoever's selling it. You should be brought to justice.
If there was any justice in this world, I'd just get this over with and die.
Oh, well, I guess they didn't set the.
Can I help you?
So what in the Sam hell's going on with this quest marker? Like, what?
Naluva, you promised me you'd pay me back yesterday. So what's the story?
Just give me a few more days, and I promise I'll come up with it.
If you'd stop wasting your coin on that skooma, you'd have enough gold to live on.
Sorry, Typhus. I'll
Working
get
at
it
the
to
Rift
you
and Fishery
somehow.
is tough.
Hey,
but I
don't
did
look
put
at me
some
that
coin in
way.
my pocket.
Who are you to judge me?
I'm not
Close your
judging.
mouth.
I tried
Some of us are trying to eat over here.
I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold was a mistake.
If you don't care for Argonians, then perhaps you should take residence somewhere else.
Or perhaps you should crawl back into whatever swamp you came from, lizard man.
You're not going to
Whoop.
put me into a
Well,
fight,
hell.
so I'll be kicked out, Grelka. Eat your food. Leave me in peace.
Sorry. I'd appreciate it if you'd keep your hands to yourself.
Fair. Well, I have no idea what's going south here. Uno momento, Trap. Well, hell, Trashkin. It looks like this one's glitched. Hard. So, apparently, when the bunkhouse pops out, back out and accept another one.
Beyond the Dragonborn.
Oof.
I just don't know
Well,
it.
that means some backtracking for me. So unfortunately, you can't quit a job. It means rerunning some stuff real quick. Uno momento, Trashkin. Well, forearmed with knowledge, this time we'll just head straight back to the Ratway.
I'm staying out of this.
Don't hurt me!
Straight back to the Ratway, the Ragged Flagon, and get on with things. Apparently the numbers job have a fair few glitch outs. Joys of a early system, eh? Well, such is life. I'll of course spare you the rerun to Brain? Oh, the rerun back to Dawnguard. I'm getting that set.
Back with good news, I trust?
Something troubling you? I'll listen.
Job
Couldn't have done
completed.
it better myself. Here's your...
And before we accept anything,
Boy, need some gold? Or perhaps... If breaking's a more your thing, go talk to Vex. Most of the establishments in Skyrim keep their Your job, feel like doing a bit of writing.
I'll do it.
Just remember the rules. Keep it clean and keep it quiet.
Got it.
Here's the details. Something troubling you? I'll listen.
Solitude Stables. Okay.
Still anything worth talking about?
Not yet, Vex. I'll let you know. And from there, we just set back up at Dawnguard, and I'll tune you in then. Well, Trashkin, my curiosity got to me. I spotted a lost prospect mine across the way, and, well, here I are. After all, bit more mineral couldn't hurt. And the new dungeons, usually a fun time for me. Well, that ends. Looks long abandoned. Nothing much here for mineral yet. Cooked tripod spiderfish, huh? Eerie is what this place is. Let's see, gold vein, gold vein, gold vein, gold vein. Well, considering I'm going to be cranking out gold anyway, why not? This is one of like a handful, like maybe 2 that I know of that produce gold. I mean, I'll happily take it. After all, it's a little less gold I have to make. Though I'm looking at spending a few days back at home cranking out iron to gold anyway. And 9 gold is nothing, or 9 gold ore is nothing to sneeze at. That'll produce what? 4 bars? be certain now. Walk it over once more. I mean, if nothing else, there is a rush or a wealth of mushroom down here. It's just true of most caves, but it's nice to have a few options. And given the sheer amount of time and effort that went into this place, I can see why it's called Lost Prospect. Well, we have search every corner and every corner and cranny. I suppose it's time to get back to business. Hardbar's going to be getting back up the mountain. I wonder if the Blackbriars chose the spot for the manor because of its proximity to the mine or the view. This is what I get when I don't bring Shadowmere along. Oh, we can just... Yeah, the mountain just ends. Just walk back towards Riften, up the valley draw, and back the way I came. Okay, Trashkin. Well, don't mind if I do. I gotta make a home trip anyway. May as well make it count. Like, oddly enough, last time I threw my pick away somewhere along the line and didn't have one on me, so, being the naturally inclined scavenger I am, I found myself screaming in anguish every time I found a new ore source. Or an old one. Or walked by one. Just me? What can I say, Trashkin? I'm hardwired to seek out ores. Oh, incidentally. Can't forget this. We're gonna need the gold anyway. Well, it's not like he can spend it. Right. Just before the log. Then I'll get things where they need to be. Ah, there she is. Iron. Absolutely indispensable. Now remember to have a stock of iron bars around, because those are also indispensable. For building and home improvement purposes. And, ironically enough, they do come up on Dragon tier gear. A mistake some have made before. Well, Trashkin, I'll tune you back in on the way home. Alright, Trashkin, there we are. I'm thinking that, that Ember Shard run's a good idea. Because why not fill our bag with iron ore to turn into gold on the way home? And get that smithing out of the way early. After all, we're only holding ourselves back at this point. The glass just aren't cutting it. So I hate to say it, but we're gonna have to. The good news is, unbeknownst to me, leveling my Magicka bar means that now I have about 2 casts of Transmute. Before I hit 0 and need to go Sleepy Time Junction to get my mana back expediently. It eats a lot of time, but it's really my favorite method for a non-mage. I suppose I could start cranking out levels in mage stuff, but given the choice, I usually choose discretion. Hey, deep in his cups. We're not talking. I want to keep you alive. There we are. Just make our way over to Riverwood and zip right through the odds and ends. Boy, I hope this first mission goes well. Want to make a good impression. The Vampire Slayers. I mean, the good news is I have a lot of experience in murder and chicanery. Bad news is I don't have as much experience in dealing with vampires. I've got like like a few dozen stakes to my name, but though, like most things in Skyrim, they do give you a secondary option, though I feel it's the weaker story. When I'm given a choice, I go with the more interesting story. Giant harassing a stronghold, huh? Come to think of it, some of my favorite side stories do take place. Now that's a funny angle of a deer.
Someone do something. Never should have come here.
Oh, you're talking to the bar. I thought you were talking to me. No idea what's got the Imperials in a tizzy, but if I have one primary complaint, it's in the replaced cities, the Imperial Guard replacing the Hold Guards. I understand the point, just it annoys me. You lose some of the flavor, you know? Sounds like I picked up dour. Well, that's fine and dandy. You're on a long ride when you lose track of where you are. Nothing like a good ride to clear your head. Rinse the salt out of your soul. And playing Bethesda games, sometimes you're gonna need to rinse the salt out of your soul. On one hand, I really enjoy the game. On the other hand, it really frustrates me from time to time.
Time to end this little game.
Well, good luck to you. I don't fight skooma dealers if I get a choice. Or I fight all the skooma dealers. It's a time opportunity theme. I don't know why I feel the need to keep in so much travel. I just do. Remind folks, this is in fact a challenge run, and I do in fact ride across the map more often than you'd think. I have so much jewelry to haul around and sell. Ah, it's gonna be a hole to do. The thing, I'm surprised there's not more iron in these hills. Well, by that executioner's hood, I see you are here to waylay me. I don't know why, but this pass is almost always dark every time I show up. There's almost always a horse at this corner here. The goal is to finish up the first quest line into Dawnguard, which Trashkin is a trip, let me tell you. So we'll probably do up to the Ember Shard mine for travel. Then I'll spare you the detail work on the trip home. And the Ember Shard itself. Since I dare say you know what the inside of the Ember Shard looks like by now. No, my favorite mine. The first I learned. The first where I learned of how much I missed and how often. Like, there's that one wall vein that I just never saw. Oh, I remember. Just to the west of Helgen is the easiest path for him. It's always a guaranteed easy slip by, especially if I have a horse. No need to go fighting various bandits. You can just slide up, slide out. Of course, that puts you right in line with Ember Shard. Ah, Riverwood. My first tentative steps into open world RPGs. Though, to be fair, I ended up playing 2 worlds before this, and I was never any good at 2 worlds. The language was foreign as far as I was concerned. There's an art to equestrian riding in Skyrim. If you learn it, you'll benefit, no doubt. Though it makes no sense to anyone with actual equestrian experience. Alright. Alright, somewhere along here should be some iron. There she be. There she be. Can't pass up freebies, Trashkin. Well, you can, but it's to your own detriment. Especially if you're planning on running home with all your worldly goods and maxing out blacksmithing finally. Getting yourself some dragon daggers. Pretty sure I got enough scale and bone to last me a lifetime. Probably crank out some of them fancy dragon bone arrows, too. Alright, well, Trashkin. I'll spare you the detail work here. Well, Trashkin, I've been hoisted on my own petard, as it were. All the ore veins show up correct, but are uninteractable, which means either they glitched out, the respawn glitched out, or I'm just out of luck. I'm going to take that as a sign that I'm just out of luck. So I'm gonna ride Shadowmere home and, well, to one of our homes, gather all the goods there, as far as raw material, and ride home. And, cash in as best I can. Alright, Trashkin, see you there. You know, Trashkin, only having just built this preferred location. I usually either end up at Windstad or Lake Manor, but I will never get over the view from this one. I could have been living in the plains of Skyrim, enjoying a gorgeous view this entire time, but no, I went with what I was able to find first. Trashkin, I am not a bright raccoon. I tell ya, there's nothing like having a windmill right next door. Though, I would point out the flaw in putting the mill at this one is that there's literally a windmill and mill down the road. It's the one complaint I have about this setup. But it's a quick trip in to grab some goods. And to start our way north. Or west. Yeah, west. To our primary crafting home. Ooh, looks like our house is only loading in pieces there. Ah, there it is. For a minute I'm like, that doesn't look right. You know, I can't help but point out that I feel the carriages, the personal ones, not carrying you home, is a little bit of an oversight. I'll take the raw Corundum. There's no way we need more than 20 logs, so I'll leave that right there. The garnet, gold ore. Yeah, sure, why not take back? You know what? Actually, keep the iron there. That was out of my own supply. Nails and quarried stuff. Well, the ore's all we're interested in. So, we're back on the road, Trashkin. I'll tune you if anything funny happens. Well, Trashkin, turns out there's at least one iron mine to cash in yet. And that's on the way home, so I'll spare you the detail work there. Just know I hit that up. Fair? Okay, see you at home. And a long trip, but we're home. Now, all I need to do is convert this giant pile of iron ore into gold and convert that into blacksmithing XP. Oh, wrong barrel. That's saleables. Well, Trashkin, I'll spare you the inventory work. Alright, Trashkin, it took some doing. But we finally have dragon smithing. So, what you're gonna need is your supply of scales or bone. Bone for weapons, scale for light armor, and bones for heavy armor. I know, it's not the greatest division, but what can you do? You're wondering? Why, yes, you can make insulated dragon plate. With the expanded. Oh, takes everything into it. It's a good thing I got everything on me. One bow. 2 daggers. Great sword to look, huh? Battle axe is pretty nice. What's the war axe look like? The sword's not bad either. The warhammer is just a femur with a handle. Shield's pretty cool looking. And it does come in large. Well, heavy. Well, I am also going to need to get together some the raw gun or some firewood for dragon arrows, but first things first. Let's see how outclassed it is. 30 versus 36, not by much. .56 versus 66. Again, not by much, but by enough. Alright. Well, let's upgrade our armor while we're at it. Apparently I can upgrade them to flawless. But as far as void salts, pretty sure that's not right. There we go. Interface is leaking out. There we are. Just like that. We have our new armor. Long, long last. We also have giant piles of jewelry to sell off. Oy gave. Well, we may as well get our gear squared away while we're at it. Favorite those, and we'll just toss those in a barrel for later. Now I just gotta scare up some hardwood, some firewood, crank out some arrows. Uno momento. Alright, Trashkin. I am loaded down with various sellables and about 1,200 dragon bone arrows. I think we're as prepped as we can be for Chillwin. I know dead-on's not going to get us there, but a little to the east of that marker should find us the path, I think. Oh, it's a good day, Trashkin. Oh, woke up bright and early. The snow's not flying yet. All the basic needs are met. I'm feeling a little logy, but that's pretty normal when the seasons change for me. Comes fall and spring, well, late fall and early spring, I tend to be a little out of sorts, but I'm coping. It's right about the time I gotta make sure I'm getting in that vitamin D in supplement form, because again, oh, for the love of Pete. Minding my own business. More Dragon. Well, anytime this week, big shoots. Not exactly hiding. Alright, well, let's try out this boat. Reminds me to shuffle shouts since we had that little... Well, this didn't make it, but I found out that slow time can apparently also, on occasion, just straight up break the game. I don't mean like, haha, break the game. I don't mean like, make it easy win. I mean like, just straight up break the game. Like, gravity stops working all of a sudden. The slow time won't stop. I did it against one dragon once. pick a spot anytime now. You know, the return trip, I should gather some ingredients and make some health pots. It's been a while. Oh, sorry, Shadowmere. Anytime now, Chief. Seriously, drop in long enough to light my horse on fire and run away. This guy. You might be asking how Shadowmere survived that. Short answer is Shadowmere is the best horse in the game, hands down. Even if he dies, he pops back up, is what I've been told. And like, we haven't gotten Shadowmere killed once so far. Just gotta pick our way up the mountainside. Yeah, I'll bet there'll be a path up a little further along. Just gotta find the right angle. Just gotta find the right angle. Gotta remember, important thing in getting around in Skyrim is horses do not care about gravity. Or physics. Physics are their plaything. Ah, there we go. Oh, there's Torbjorn. The Trash Cat Deluxe. Torbjorn has been fed this morning, but Torbjorn has learned that if he screams long enough, he might get food, which is kind of a new problem. You see, Torbjorn gets all-you-can-eat kibble during the day, and during the morning, he gets a single to half can of wet food. And old Bjorn, good old Torby,
I thought we'd taught them enough of a lesson at their hall.
is absolutely convinced he is starting.
Like all the rest of them.
He fought well there. Jedon and Bressoff were no match for him.
Ha! Those two deserved what they got. Their arrogance had become insufferable.
All this talk is making me thirsty. Perhaps another vigilant will wander in soon.
Loki will free.
Good night.
Castle and tell Harkon what a fool he's entrusted
Rest
this
well.
mission
See you in the
to.
morning. Ooh. Vampire Slayer special. Looks like the Vigilant didn't make it. No, he did not. Interesting. He has a Reverent steel warhammer, and he wandered off with an orcish warhammer. Strange choices in this game system. You don't think they re-rolled that out of the blue, do you? Ah, well. Oh, must be a pole somewhere around here. Oh, the old back of the room. Okay. It's me. Iron Sword of Souls. No, thank you. I'm good. Appreciate the offer. Alright. So far, so good. First mission as a vampire hunter is going pretty okay. Other than one dead vigilant. I mean, I dare say that's acceptable losses. Dolan was a good person, but to be fair, Isran did try to wave him off. Might have wounded his pride. But better wounded pride than death. I hear a skeletoni. Oh yeah, them skeletonis are right.
There's something
That there is. That there is. Ooh. And because things are going that well, I know not to trust myself when things are going that well. Fresh save. So the mage vampires hit hard, and I could bump into one any moment. Looks like they took care of the Draugrs themselves. Pretty sure I don't have anything worth disenchanting on me, but... we'll just let this infighting play itself out. Patience is averted. And occasionally hilarious. So many times just disarm me with Dragon Raiders, I will uninstall this game. I don't care if I can make another. Those are mine. Ooh, this looks like a trap, maybe. Nope, no trap. Just some good juice. Ah, this is the progresso. Down is progress. There's skeletons. Interesting. Huh, haven't seen that variation of Skeletoni before. Oh, come on. Bumping into me is not detect. Game. Getting real dirty. You see, my breath disturbed a single hair across their face. Come to think of it, I gotta ask, why do you think they keep bothering with frostbite spiders? I mean, like, the wolves at least got, you know, variation in ice. The bears got variation in ice. Come to think of it, there's not much in the way of variation for baddies. The frost spiders just get bigger, and it's like, eh? Very pretty, very pretty. Ah, that's how I'm supposed to get in. Hey, I got a magic trick for you. Huh? I'm not good at magic tricks. Yeah, that's the best joke I got there.
I'll never tell you anything,
what do you expect?
vampire. I oath to Stendar, stronger than any suffering you can...
Are you sure that was wise, Lokio? He still might have told us something. We haven't gotten anywhere ourselves with
nothing. He served his purpose by leading us to this place. Now it is up to us to bring Hakon the prize. And we will not return without it. Vingalmo and Orthiolf will make way for me after this.
Yes, of course, Lokio.
Adavold.
Do not forget who brought you news of the Vigilance discovery.
I never forget who my friends are. Or
yeah,
my enemies.
Don't trust that. Night, night. Speaking of night, night. Hey, it's curfew. Oh, right, problem solved. One more. And just like that, we have a clean house. Vampires be broke. Alright, touch the doohickey. Touch the doohickey. Now that kind of looks like blood. Oh, it is! Oh, whatever it is, it's strong enough to pierce dragon scale. Am I intrepid? Oh, no. Okay. You want me to do the thing? Okay, they want me to do that thing. It's a slide puzzle. Cannot but wonder what that flammable purple substance is, but I suppose it's more of a dark turquoise, light purple. Alright, and that one over there. And that one over there. There we go. Strange that none would have the inner position. Oh. Uno momento. Activate. Oh dear. Hello. I'm the Dragonborn. How you doing?
Who sent you here?
Who
I was
are you
expecting
expecting?
someone like me, at least.
Are you a
Vampire. Yes.
The
Not
Dawnguard
fond
would
of
prefer me to
vampires,
kill
are
you.
they?
No.
Well, look. Kill me, you've killed one vampire. But if people are after me, there's something bigger going on. I can help you find out
I
what
can
that
follow.
is.
Okay. Where do you
My
need to
family
go?
used to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you.
Pleased to meet you. Is that an
Yes,
Elder
it
Scroll?
is. And it's mine.
By the way, Trashkin, I didn't know the Elder Scrolls actually existed in the Elder Scrolls. I thought they were just, you know, taking literary license with the title of the series. Is it fragile?
Nothing can destroy an Elder Scroll. Worry more about protecting your hide and let me worry about my things.
Fair. How
Good
long were you in
question.
there?
Hard to say. I can't really tell. I feel like it was a long time. Who is Skyrim's High King?
Currently Elsleaf
I
of
don't know that
Solitude.
name. You say she's Jarl of Solitude? Who supports her?
The Empire.
Empire? What Empire?
The Empire? Cyrodiil? Ring any bells?
Cyrodiil is the seat of an empire?
Yes.
It must have been gone longer than I thought. Definitely
You
longer
predate
than
the
I
Empire.
planned. Please, let's hurry. I need to get home so I can figure out what's happened.
Any ideas?
Your guess is as good as mine. This place looks pretty different from when I was locked away. I'd rather not get into that with you.
Okay, fair. Your secrets are
that's
your
all
own,
right.
but they might tell us
I'm
what's
sorry,
going on.
It's not that... It's just that I don't know who I can trust yet.
Fair.
Let's get to my home, and I'll have
I'd be a
better
little
sense of where we all
suspicious if I
stand.
just fell out of a stone coffin too.
It's
Tell
on
me
an
about your
island
home.
near Solitude. Hopefully we can... It's my family home. Not the most welcoming place, but depending on who...
Why
Let's
would it
just
not
say
be
that my
safe?
mother and father had a bit of a falling out. Don't worry, I'm not in any danger or anything like that. It'll just be more unpleasant to run into my father.
Fair. And yeah, Serana is functionally our companion. Now, we could try heading back the way we did, but the gate slammed shut while we're down here taking care of business. And we get to meet one of my least favorite baddies. The gargoyles. Gargoyle in French. Yes, I learned that from X-Files. What of it? Really just seems to be extra advanced. Mine's me. No whammies so far. Oh, but they do come with a lot of mineral content.
Air feel heavy down here? I'm a
Little bit.
woozy, but it might just be from waking up.
Could be. Just take it easy. What the what? Oh. Oh, you reanimated one. You made friends. Fair. It's like, is there a baddie up? I don't see one. Oh, you're making friends. Alright, well, let's see if we can get out of here. Oh. This is a trap. Night night. Nice to have somebody that can take care of themselves in the party. No shade to the other companions, but on occasion they don't really do themselves justice. Those zombie noises are actually pretty unnerving.
Something's not right here.
You're right, this place is full of skeletons. Not one of them fancy skeletons. Oh, I hear a free word. Count yourself lucky. Let's take care of those two real quick. A 1. And a 2. Kind of an odd design. Not fair enough. So what we learned today. Stamina, drain vitality. Well, fair enough. That can be really useful for you high stamina users out there. Since I'm a one-handed guy, I usually never run out. Unless I'm jogging.
Even in this weather, it's better than the cave.
Fair. Oh, let's fetch Shadowmere. Figure out where we're going. Oh, we're going way north. Which does take us by Solitude, though. I'll grab Solitude on the return trip. You know, the downside of having the Dragon Gear is, without travel to space it, we're gonna get a lot more done a lot faster. It's gonna create some new and fascinating problems for ourselves. We're about there. Did I just... Yeah, I just zipped right by it, didn't I? There you are, Shadowmere. Kinda wish I could buy my companion's horses. Do feel a little bit like a jerk just riding off like this, but... Well... Time and tide wait for no one. By glob, I want to make some time. Believe it or not, on the original run, I opted to walk. Oh, they go back for good old Shadowmere. I then came back for Shadowmere one mission later. I was a little bit salty because I'd been walking all day. Yeah, I'm thinking the plan is finish up this leg of things and make for Solitude, sell off some jewelry. Hit the stables before I leave town. Maybe call it a session. Maybe hop the wagon back to explain how technically I've kind of sort of screwed up my first mission. But it's my first mission. Do you expect everything to go smoothly? Look, there's only so much dragon equipment can do for me. Can't make me competent. We'll just follow the coastline. No doubt we'll wind up where we need to be. I just hope it's on the obvious side. Not at my worst, Trashkin, but first thing in the morning, my brain cells don't always like firing on all four. On a good day, all 8. It's not really a high spoons morning so far. I had enough wherewithal to put together some soup and some bread. But that was about it. Occasionally, I like to keep some low effort food around because every now and again, you don't have the spoons for cooking. And even though I enjoy cooking, some days after a long shift on the trash heap, I just don't have any more spoons left. Physically speaking. For me, like, low physical spoons translates into low mental spoons eventually, as far as capacity. Because, you know, if you're tired, you're sore, you're aching, your focus is going to suffer. It's just how it works. Body and mind aren't separate. They're quite literally the same thing. Just one's the OS, the operating system. So how the body's doing will affect the mind. How the mind is doing will affect the body. It's just a question of how. It's one of those things that really annoys me. Like, one of those other things that can be disproven very easily, but keeps popping up. Well, you know, you only use 10% of your brain, which makes me go, if that's true, you know what the other 90% of your brain is doing? What? Keeping you alive. Autonomic functions, things like breathing, blood pressure, heart rate, you know, important stuff. Stuff that would kind of be, you know, a nightmare to do manually. or to have to think about every time. Just imagine how exhausting that would be.
I'll see you burn.
Cannibal. Human flesh, which I see. Wouldn't it more fall into the category of, you know, sentient flesh? I mean, it could be dark elf. It could be It could be wood elf. It could be Ceridonian. It could be Nord. It could be orc. I mean, once you peel the skin off, we all kind of look the same. I suppose the bonus amounts to forbidden flesh. Yeah, we just keep it rolling. Trashkin, if you even consider doing a no fast travel run or a low fast travel run, boy howdy, there's a skooma dealer problem in Skyrim. I wholeheartedly recommend getting your horse game in order. Oh, hey! You kept pretty good pace, Chief. My sincerest compliments to your stamina. Not everybody be able to keep pace with a horse. Serana got some legs. Serana got some jam. Well, didn't have to get out of the middle of this, but I have. So this is our life. That looks like about the spot, don't you think? Oh, Hunter, lucky break. You know, I completely forgot. But early on, I actually had back in Morrowind, had a version of mud claps because I'd be scraping along the coast, trying to work things out early game and get surprised. You know, Tiny Rasp was real annoyed that these things existed. That they did me a light spook.
That's it, out there to the north. I used to keep a quota to get there and back.
And there still is one. Alright, we're making excellent time.
Oh, what is it?
This is your home?
This is it. Home sweet castle.
Impressive.
It's something, all right.
Alright. Well, let's roll on up, eh?
Hey, so, before we go in there,
Okay.
I wanted to thank you for getting me this far. But
Happy
after
to.
we get in there, I'm going to go my own way for a while.
Okay, fair enough.
I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show some more control than that. Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit.
I
Let me take the
promise
lead.
not to summarily murder everyone.
Lord Harkon's a great man. Best show him the proper respect.
I sincerely doubt that.
How dare you trespass here? Wait, Serana? Is that truly you? I cannot believe my eyes.
Oh, it is not good.
My lord, everyone!
It's, two peasants that I
Serana
count
has
just being
returned.
served on the
I
table.
guess I'm expected.
I can't believe it.
Well, let's dial off the quest marker and roll up.
My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have my Elder Scroll.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course, I'm delighted to see you, my daughter. Must I really say the words aloud? Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike. Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our hall?
Hi, I'm Raspa.
This is my savior,
I'm the Dragonborn, Legate of the
For my
Legion.
daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name?
I'm Raspa, Legate of the Imperial Legion, Master of the Thieves Guild, Nightingale, Dragonborn, and occasional Wildcat Prospector. How's it going?
I am Harkon, Lord of this court.
Oh, and another
By
thing that
now,
we're not going to
my
mention for
daughter
reasons.
would have told you what we are.
You're vampires.
Not just vampires. We are among the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most.
Your daughter. What happens now?
You have done me a great service, and now you must be rewarded. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my daughter.
You keep
I
saying Elder
offer
Scroll
you my
first. It makes me
blood.
not trust
Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach, and you will never fear death again.
I already don't fear death, and men already tremble at my approach. If I refuse...
Then you will be prey, like all mortals. I will spare your life this once, but you will be banished from this hall. Perhaps
I'm good
you
with it.
still need convincing. Behold the power! This is the power that I offer. Now,
Nice texture effect.
make your choice.
I'm really not into being that pale. I mean, thank you, but no thank you. I refuse.
So be it. You are prey, like all mortals.
Those
I
ones shouldn't be able to
banish
support you. I mean, they're pretty vestigial. I mean, I'm no expert in aerodynamics. Well, we survived. Ah, ice water jetty. Perfect. Exactly where we need to be. Well, oh, hold on. Shadow me. Dang it, shadow me. We can mount a horse in water. Good to know. Well, with that done, all that's left to do is explain ourselves to Isran. Anybody want to volunteer to take my place to explain how it went to Isran? Yeah, I thought not. Okay. Well, I mean, on the upside, we rescued no one. We killed a fistful of vampires. And apparently they have an Elder Scroll, so I'm pretty sure my career as a vampire hunter is about to be cut tragically short. Oh, there's an upper and a lower steep fall. Who knew? At least I assume, otherwise why would you label it that? Well, Trashkin, I've been hearing good things about the Silent Hill 2 remake from people I trust. So it's on the to-do list, but you know me. I don't like having my dessert without finishing the meal first. And I got a lot of more Silent Hill to play before we work our way around. I like playing in chronological order of release a lot of the time. And some series I play in series chronology, but mostly I'm content to play from one end of a series to another. Usually in release order. And barring release order, in the order that makes the most sense for me. Not always the same thing. Wow. Got a good bit of work in. We're, unfortunately nowhere near Markarth. Raven Scar. Check that out one of these days. Honestly, I've never actually seen a saber cat choose to swim. I have learned something new today. A large enough body of water will dissuade a saber cat. That is probably sensible behavior for this regional world, but not typical of large catto. You see, the large cattos, the great cats, actually freaking love water. No, seriously, if you haven't seen a tiger playing splish splash in their own pool at the zoo, it's adorable. I still know those modern mittens will take me apart, but they are adorable. Like, one of the cutest ones I ever saw had his... Okay, so he absolutely loved balls. Like, you know, big bouncy balls, volleyballs, so on and so forth. He absolutely loved playing with them. But he's a tiger. He kept popping his play balls. So the solution was they got him a bowling ball, which could withstand his mighty pawsies. Worked out pretty well. The bowling ball apparently also floated. So, like, his favorite thing to do after play chase. I realize as a full-grown trash bear, that was chase. That was not race. But he loved racing from one side of the enclosure to the other, with people running from one side to the other. So, like, he would spend all day playing in the pool, and all day playing chase with people that showed up in the enclosure and knew the game. So, like, everybody's having a foot race against a tiger on the other side of the cage. Like, I swear he knew what was up, because, like, he would speed up at the end. He would let you think you had it for a minute. Like, I can't prove this tiger knew what he was doing, but I swear that tiger was in on the joke. And you know, I know that if I were to boop such a boy, or to perhaps touch the forbidden mittens, it would probably be the last thing I do, but damned if I don't still want to do it. Alright, we just gotta swap out the ledger at the stables. That shouldn't be too tricky, right? Quick job, in and out. Hit up Markarth for the Hague's Cure real quick. Then catch a ride to Riften. I'd like to use less carriages, but... well, hell, if you want to get something done... Solved. I should remember that steel and iron exists in future playthroughs. For my needs are many. Because of course, it's no longer stolen iron ore or ingots if it becomes ingots or anything else. Alright, let's hit the carriage. Wait. I know what I need to do. I need to sell some jewelry. I nearly forgot. Let's see if the Khajiit have pitched camp. You know, I come across an empty camp after they've broken and headed out before. Or like, it's set up, but they're not there yet. Well, no luck on the Khajiit caravans today. Alright, Trashkin. Unless anything funny happens, I'll spare you the detail work. And we made a tidy profit after hitting every shop I know in Solitude. And I barely made a dent in my supply. I will do the same in Markarth after I do a little arsony.
Need a ride?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Markarth, please.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. You want to watch out for the Forsworn if you do any traveling around the Reach. Bloodthirsty bastards, them.
All right. Now we just gotta find the Hague Secure. Might be close. Let's see how hard the lock is. Wave to Miri as we lift some sundry goods. We'll just wait for morning, do some selling off. I'll spare you the detail work again.
Thank you again for resolving my problem.
Happy to, Murray. You have a pleasant life. Still use that ring for alchemy. Wait. Oh, there we go. Perfect. It's not technically stealing, I'm taking it. Alright. And a quick wait of 10 hours, and I sell off some more rings. Of course, I'll spare you the detail work, Trashkin. Alright. 1 emerald pilfered, 1 ledger changed, 1 vampire rescued. Not really what I expected to say for a vampire hunter faction, but...
City of Markarth. Where do you want to go?
Riften. Real
Climb
slow.
and back, and we'll
I
be
gotta
off.
think of how I'm gonna explain myself.
You ever met one of them cats?
Yeah.
Khajiit.
Trade them all the time.
I hear this whole...
Speaking of which, dear Bethesda, just give us the Elsewhere Elder Scroll game. I know you got it somewhere. Like, Khajiit lore gets buck wild.
One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail.
My food is the best. I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border in Hammerfell. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. Keeps everything cold and fresh, but only for a limited time. I'm always looking to replenish my supply, so if you... Thanks, I was actually worried I'd run out. Be careful looking for those teeth.
Divine's...
Those little bastards are dangerous.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
You thieving little elf.
Whoops. Thieving little elf. Whoop. Look, this was not one of my purposeful thieves. This was me trying to make a sale. Alright, well, I'll spare you the sale work, Trashkin. Alright, well, I agreed to several new side quests. And... which reminds me to make sure none of those are highlighted. I get to them when I get to them. And down the chute we go. And after last time, I learned not to agree to take any quests that deal with white runts. Or with the bunkhouse.
So, what can I do for you?
Here's the goods, Vex.
You done or what? And with no strings attached. Not bad. Got plenty. Take your pick.
How about a sweet?
Good timing. The people in this home recently got one of your fellow guildmates sent to jail. How about you make them pay for it?
Why ever not?
Thanks.
Fine. Here's everything you need to know.
Yeah, funny about that. The price was 100.
Well, you done or what?
Beckel, you have no shame. I'll get you the rest like I said.
Quick save.
Want that hammer?
Something troubling you?
Number shop's done.
Here's the spoils. Bloody bad time. Brynjolf's been getting on to me about Maven wants this Mark's most prized possession. The bloody fool carries it on his person all the time. So, think, just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut and you'll do fine. Let me give you the details. Pull up a seat. Have a drink. So, what do you think, my dear? Could a beautiful woman like
solitude. Well, I'll do it. Feels low, but I'll do it. So if Maven ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And out we go. They have got to think about the timing on this thing. Thank you. Oh, and after selling off to 3 different cities, we are now at 13,866 gold. Or about 6 times what we started with a couple of episodes ago, after all that house shopping. Nowhere near what we started with, but hey, recovery takes time. Though I didn't sell to the everyone this time, I just hit up the primaries. Riften's a pretty good place to offload loot, as it turns out.
What do you need?
So I agreed to strike a deal out of Markarth for fish on behalf of a fish seller, to dig up some ice wraith teeth, because why not? I'm going to be back here eventually. And a couple of deliveries around Markarth when I end up back there. Oh. You don't have to do it this way, dear. Told you we didn't have to do it this way, dear. Could have walked away. Or I suppose brains. Oh yeah, that's just an elf. Well, I'm sure we're about to get the chewing out of a lifetime, but we're alive. We can recover, no doubt. Mumble mumble, secret magic, wizards, wood to gold. Don't get me wrong, I find some of the conversations fascinating, and there are some really good ones in Fallout 4 now and again.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish. Knight, I'm not going to ask again. Then I guess that's your last request, fool.
Why did they all start combat by putting away their knives? Oh! Yeah, you can keep all that. You have a good afterlife. See you in Sovereign Guard. Well, we at least fulfilled the retcon portion of the retcon mission, just not in the way Isran would like, I dare say. Brace yourself, Trashkin. This might get ugly. Nothing else, we know we need some more bodies, if nothing else. Like, there is no way me, Isran, and the farm boy and the car can get this done by our onesies. Well, at least we have a pretty view before Isran proceeds to read us the riot act, no doubt. It's a nice sawhorse. A lot that the inns aren't lashed, but hey. Oh.
Look at this. I should have known it was only a matter of time before they found us. It's the price we pay for openly recruiting. We'll have to step up our defenses. I don't suppose you have some good news for me.
Just, yeah. Remember, you want to grab by the torso. You get all sorts of funky physics if you grab anywhere else. Well, Isran, I got good news and I got bad news.
Look at this.
Not
damn.
Exactly.
Well, what do you know?
They were looking for a woman trapped in Dim Hollow.
Trapped in there? That doesn't make any sense. Who is she? More importantly, where is she?
took her home.
I'm waiting to hear what any of this means.
They have an Elder Scroll.
They what? And you didn't stop them? You didn't secure the scroll?
Lucky I made it out. Too many of them. Never got the chance.
I suppose you're lucky you're not dead. Or worse, one of them. By the Divines. This couldn't get much worse. This is more than you and I can handle.
You said it. We have to do something.
I'm old, not stupid. We're just going to need some help. If they're bold enough to attack us here, then this may be bigger than I thought. I have good men here, but there are people I've met and worked with over the years. We need their skills, their talents, if we're going to survive this.
Okay.
If you can find them, we might have a chance.
Well, where do I find these people?
Right to the point, aren't you? I like that. Not like those fools in the Order. We should keep it small. Too many people and we'll draw unwanted attention to ourselves. I think we'll want Serene Gerard. Breton girl, whip smart and good with tinkering. Fascination with the Dwemer. Weapons in particular. Last I knew, she was out in the Reach. Convinced she was about to find the biggest dwarven ruins yet.
She'll help?
Might need a little convincing, but she should.
Okay.
You'll also want to find Gunmar. Big brute of a Nord. Hates vampires almost as much as I do. Got it into his head years back that his experience with animals would help. Trolls in particular, from what I hear. Last I knew, he was out scouring Skyrim for more beasts to tame. Bring the two of them back here, and we can get started on coming up with a plan.
I do love when a plan comes together. Were you waiting for the A-Team sting? Well, I don't have it, so...
Stay alert.
Let's consult the map. So... just outside of Ivarstead, Gunmar. Way in the north of the Reach. I think next episode we have a cross-country trip, but Trashkin, I just don't have it in me right now. So Trashkin, I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I've been your humble host, Raster Trashbear, and I'd like to remind you that if you enjoyed yourself and you'd like to see these more often, you can always subscribe and join the Trashkin and I around the trash fire when you care to. Notifications on or off, you're a big strong Trashkin. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life. Of course, comments and likes are always welcome. Or dislikes. Again, you're a big strong Trashkin. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life. And until next time, I'd like to remind you all to count your spoons, hydrate, medicate, and take care of yourselves as best you can. Don't forget to tell the people you love you give a good damn. Go play some games, good night, and I'll see you all in the next one.